shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I'm continuing directly from the last part. Need to make some more progress, level up, and then I can start doing some builds for the early game. Already dealt with this, so we're gonna skip some of the conversations. I'm getting close to a point where I am not aware and I don't have any knowledge what is going on. So I won't be skipping anymore, but reacting more to what is being said and so on. Now this is a ceremony for, or a burial for some kind of a major dude in Footfall, and now we have to figure out what is going on, who killed him, and so on, and who is this Fidelio. Alright, so we need to uncover things by looking at the stuff and talking to many of the members of this burial. As I said, I already know how this goes, except who is Fidelio. That's the part I don't know. So let's pick up to a couple more people, because there's a certain thing that should trigger, but it didn't in beta, so I don't know what's happening with that. I'm hoping it's gonna work properly, but we'll see. We're gonna have to find a workaround otherwise. The wearer gains plus if the wearer has dogmatic, adherent, or above, their lore will depend on fellowship instead of intelligence. Okay, that's good. That's good for Cassia, but this is much better. So, Medal of Alacrity, that's the thing I got from the first chapter, from that first galaxy. You have to buy it off of the traders on the ship. It's the last item. Quite useful. Let's talk to Kaz. As I said, I already did this, so I don't need to read everything.
Let us walk this path to the end.
So there should be an entry to some kind of a furnace here, but I really don't know how to
We
trigger
are
that.
bound by the blood of martyrs.
Because this clerk should be the one that does something. If I'm not mistaken. In alpha it worked. I know that I was in this furnace in the alpha version, but...
Know
Okay.
your duty.
Nothing is happening again.
The
So maybe they have
divine
changed
watches
how the quest
over us.
works. That's the thing. I'm definitely gonna search and investigate on how to find out who Fidelio is and then give a guide on that. But so far, let's just proceed from here on out. Oh, and there we go. No? Why was that even an interaction? I don't
We
understand.
shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
My bad, I forgot to turn on the triggers for the audio. So audio was too loud.
Let
It's
the
good now.
faith guide my path to
Okay.
glory.
Let's proceed. I know where to go now, because now we're gonna have a little bit of a fight. To the Liege Palace, no. To the rest of Footfall. Let's go to the rest of Footfall.
The burden of failure.
Oh, come on, get to the exit for fuck's sake. Casing chest plate. I wish they would stack weapons on top of each other immediately, so I know that every single weapon that is being looted is of the same quality. When I go through inventory like this, then the problem, I mean, from this, from bodies to inventory screen, when it's displayed what bodies have on them, and when I need to get it to the inventory, it would really help to filter out good stuff from the bad stuff. No, not Shadow Quarters. Maybe it is in the Shadow Quarters. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is. There's a certain place where we can battle some cultists. I also know this conversation, so we're gonna skip it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
So awareness check succeeded, but for what? I don't see anything that can be picked up.
Forge my destiny among the stars.
Again, awareness test succeeded, but I don't know where, for what. Maybe for those goods over there. Although it's not really goods, it's just a pamphlet, leaflet. Aha, there's the sign. You gotta follow this sign. And that's gonna lead to the hidden cultist area. Is this it? No, it's a fake door.
Know your duty. Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh, no, this is a nice weapon I can get now. But we gotta defeat them first, of course. Can we get a jump on them? I did not know this was possible, to be honest. But this is great to know, because I can start the fight easily from this spot. There we go. Always try to start the fight this way if you see the enemy first. No need to go into it for the fight to start. On their terms. Start the fight on your terms. Music is so good. Let's see, order of business. Ember and Anver, Arsonist, Argenta, then me. Okay. We can do that. Oh shit.
Feel cold.
Well, that didn't go well. Yeah, there's no way I can defeat them like this now, when I lost 2 people immediately. Or maybe 1, but 2 more are almost dead. No point in doing that. It will be a waste of time. So I'm gonna have to approach this a little bit differently. Let's create a narrow passageway that they need to go through, and that's when I'm gonna wait for them. This wasn't, it's never a smart tactical, almost never a smart tactical idea in this game to put everyone up front to try to rush them. Unless you're dealing with that Lenny that dies twice, or whatever his name is. That's a different story, but... Oh, I think I can have even better... I think I have an even better solution. Plasma overcharge? No, it can't. It needs to be a single. I mean, I could shoot it, but I don't know what it would hit. I don't have any line, any targeting sight on that. So come on, hit him. Nice. Okay.
And repent.
Oh fuck! I accidentally skipped one of my turns.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
God damn, they are destroying me with grenades. Alright, so going through this wasn't a good idea. That I do know now. Yeah, this is terrible. They're fucking destroying me. So we're gonna use the benefits of the sharpshooter and stay away while shooting them from way far. That's the best thing I can come up with at this point, because some of these things, some of these encounters are not done as they should be done, because it starts off and you're immediately in trouble without even doing anything. And this is not a game where you can tactically approach situations. You can tactically start situations, but not approach, meaning that when the fight starts, that's when you can arrange people to stand at certain spots if you haven't been ambushed. However, However, there's no like stealth approach or any sort of thing that would give you an advantage of sorts. So the only thing you can do is go like this. So we're gonna go use Argenta. We're gonna position him here. Pasquale here. Abelard, Idira. Yeah, Idira can be here. Abelard needs to be also here. We will see, but I should have the ability to position my bastards immediately, but
Faith without deeds is worthless.
there we go. Okay, Idira, let's see. Oh yeah, I can position them, that's fantastic. Abelard here. Oh, that's nice. I can immediately deal with that bastard. The Flamer, it's gonna be too risky if I position him close to that. Close to the boss, so yeah, it's not a boss, not a real boss, but still a difficult enemy. Argenta here. Cassia needs to stay near Argenta. Yeah, you go there, you go there, you go there. Alright, Idira, this. I'm gonna lose all the movement points, which is a bad thing, but I'm gonna use at least analyze enemies. That's gonna help a little bit. Yeah, let's put her back. Sometimes you gotta just lose the move and that's it. 16, he's gonna die. Ah, shit. so stupid, I swear. This game is not well made for hard difficulty, I swear, because everything dies so easily. And then you're stuck with traumas and I don't know what not. Alright, new tactic.
No suffering will
Join me in prayer.
They fear to look at me because of my appearance. I fear to look at them because of their
the
race.
impure cannot escape.
Let's wait for him to come to us. All right. Not much I can do really. I can just go here and wait for them. Because I don't want to do anything else. It's too dangerous out there.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh, fuck off with the grenades. I got no clue what you just said. I don't read Cyrillic, mate. English, I mean Latin alphabet or nothing.
Be strong. Greater trials lie ahead.
Are you fucking kidding me? He had 7% chance to dodge. 7. That's being called unlucky 2 times in a row.
As the tactical imperative dictates. The old Messiah knows all.
I'm afraid not.
Nice. Plasma effects look fantastic in this game.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
No mercy for heretics!
This is ridiculous. Well, I'm gonna pull here then, because I don't know what else to do.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Good. Although he does have over 200 health, so... Well, if I want to get the Thor hammer, then... You gotta do the work, right? Yeah, we are all waiting here, I don't give a shit. And we are gonna be spread out like a horse pussy. So we need to do this correctly, otherwise I won't be able to do anything here.
May the Divine's will be done.
Fuck. She's stunned now. God damn it. Can't even put them in a cover in this stupid fight. It's unbelievable. Alright, get back into the fight.
Me, if you insist,
There
Lord
we
Captain.
go. And then move, move, move. Thank you. And also, I don't have any more. Okay, never mind. Let's put her here. Argenta. Yeah, right. Go there. We can do something with this. Use medkit. I think I have plenty of medkits so far. The game was very, very. What's the word? Goddamn! I didn't sleep much last night. My brain is not working. Very generous when it comes to medkits because of the high reputation with many factions. But let me see how many I have in total. 35. Yeah, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Can't do much damage because I have to remove his armor. He's got 65 armor and 78% dodge. That's quite high. So we're gonna have to dish out a little bit of damage here and there. Of course you did miss. Now get back. Now I'm gonna have to plan ahead. Because this is a perfect opportunity for the plasma overcharge, but... But then this cunt is gonna... not him, the main guy. And he's gonna destroy Pasquale. Ah, fuck it, it's a perfect opportunity. Perfect. Not much damage, but... why not though? Damage modifiers. So we did 20... no, we did what? Damage 11. Base damage was 16. Then it got reduced. So it got up to 20 and then it got reduced... by what? Damage modifiers minus 9. What does that mean? Aha, 0.5 because of I guess out of range attack. Maybe that's it. I don't know what else it could be. Alright, now let's move her here and we gotta start buffing people with foreboding or forewarning, whatever. Like him. Sensory deprivation. Can she see someone from here? Yeah, but we're not gonna risk it. Doesn't make sense to risk it at the moment. At the moment, let's just bring them in and see what happens. Gotta line them up here properly. Ah shit, here we go. It's always... oh god damn it. That's some fucking bullshit. I hate one-shot kills in games. I fucking hate when they can do that. It drives me nuts.
It will be done. I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. I am here to aid you. Oh, careful now. Your defiance is futile. Actions will speak louder than words.
And I would love if there was some kind of an indicator where area of effect, things like fire grenades, can actually damage you from. Because I don't know, I clicked here on that part, I didn't see that there were embers on the ground. I thought it was safe. They really need to fix a lot of stuff though. I love the game, I really am. I'm enjoying combat tremendously, but they need to sort a lot of things out. Oh, for fuck's sake, everyone is critting. Drives me nuts at times.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, I chose the wrong fucking character. Well, actually, maybe I didn't. See, it doesn't show where its effect is going to be. They need to sort that out.
As the Emperor demands, I act.
First this. Expose weakness. We need to reduce. Now that's much better.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Ah, shit.
By the manner of their death, we shall know them.
Ah.
I will do my duty.
All right, nice. Come on, a little bit more. Nicely done. Let's bring the bastard down. Oh. Why can't you move? Why the fuck can't you move? This would be the perfect opportunity. Oh, but you can use dash. I only have one action point. Alright, I'm gonna take a risk. Actually, I'm not. That would be stupid. Why would I do that? Do this for now.
What a rush!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh shit. Both stunned. Wow, this fight is more difficult than it was in beta. Other fights have been balanced, thankfully, but this one much tougher than it was. Nice. He's down, but I mean, I could defeat them, but let's see.
At your beck and call. I'm not interested.
Okay, that's good. Rush. Or charge, whatever. Okay. Ah, for fuck's sake. Now I can't do anything anymore. Now it's officially over.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
I mean, there are 6 more enemies only. Maybe I'm telling you, this sharpshooter build is insane. If I get this done, that's gonna be amazing. Ah, shit. Well, alright. I can deal with that. Voice of command. Ash is already under the effect. Now we can do this. Get back into the fight. To remove the burning effect. I could also do the lidless stare. But we need the bonuses. I mean, we need the buffs for Argenta. Oh, 60 HP bastard. That's not good. Nice. 2 at once. Revel in Slaughter, third one. God damn, I never had this many Rebel and Slaughter buffs. That's good. Alright, Cassia. What can you do though? Not much. You have only one AP. Nice. Now we have to reload.
Without deeds is worthless.
Ah, shit. That reload screwed me. I mean, 4 more, maybe. Yeah, he's out next turn. He just got on fire. 6 health. Well, actually, fire does 5 health per round, so he might survive. Come on, you buggy game. There we go. Okay, keep spraying me with flames. I'm fine with that. That's what she said. No, she didn't. That would be too severe.
Cleanses the body.
Well, here we go. Two more remaining. Oh, there goes the head. Run and gun. Fucking hell, I really did it.
None can escape
Yep.
the Emperor's judgment.
Jesus Christ, I did it. Can't believe it. And now I get the Thor hammer. And Fire Blast Carapace. Medium armor grants its wearer 2 to deflection plus 20% armor against fire damage as well as immunity to burning. Base armor property plus 10% armor against melee attacks. Alright, and then we're gonna... Oh god, look at the debuffs. But we did it. Okay, so I'm gonna now equip this because it gives me against fire and immunity to burning. It can help. We're gonna get a little bit more dodge penalty, but more armor. I think this is a good fit for him. Now this is the Thunder Hammer. The Thunder Hammer. Thunder Slam, very powerful thing that I'm gonna use. It has 40% armor penetration. That's quite good. I mean, this axe is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but let's try a little bit with the hammer. I always wanted to play in a game like this. Someone with a shock hammer or something like that. I don't know why, it always always digged that idea. Shotgun, where's the shotgun? Okay. Will this thing disappear or is it gonna stay forever? I don't know what it does even. Does nothing. It should have been a gas grenade of sorts, but
The divine watches over us.
awareness test succeeded. Again, I don't know for what. They should really notify that somehow or make the camera... Wait, maybe we can enable in options for camera to directly pan to the thing that we have become aware of. Nope. I don't see. They really need some camera options. Aha, yeah, we spotted this thing. That gives us the location of cultists' hideout. That I can't enter now. I'm gonna have to go back to the void ship to recuperate. And then we're gonna get to the next fight. But goddamn, this sharpshooter build is so good. So happy with it. Using grenades cost -1 AP for the wearer. Enemies suffer +2 additional damage. Okay, that would be good for some kind of a grenadier build. Although grenades are consumable, so It's always difficult to create a build when it comes to when it uses consumable stuff. Yeah, sure, when there are boosts like elixirs in Baldur's Gate 3, in that case you can do it, but in a game like this, it's difficult. Ah, poor bastard. They're having some fun with him. I hate that shit. I always hated since I was a little bastard when people would team up on someone. It's such an awful sight. That's anti being a man. It's being a fucking pussy. Taking one guy with your friends. What is that?
Know your duty is my observance.
Oh shit. I thought we could disarm it from this side, but no. Why was there a trap there? That doesn't make any sense because there's nothing there. I mean, I see the entrance here. It should be the entrance to... But I actually don't know. Let's not assume. Let's see. Yup, to the cultist's lair. That's it. This is the entrance to the warehouse. It's where shit is gonna go down when we recruit Jay. But let's leave that be for now. For now, we have one job. And that is... What is the dark hideout? We have a job to recuperate and then get back here. So we have a dark hideout and cultist lair. I don't know what dark hideout is.
The Emperor protects.
They really need to put an option to get to the void chip immediately, so I don't need to go to the docks and so on. Now Henrix should rejoin me soon. There he is. I really like having him in the party. His playstyle is very interesting. I know it's annoying that there's a light from the heaven itself beneath me, and I mean not beneath me but behind me. I gotta get some air in the room a little bit. Anyway, let's head back just for a couple of minutes. Idira, let's see what she's got. Alright, nothing that... Oh, actually, he's gonna want that. Those boots are tailor-made for him. Let's head back. We got a couple of cultists to kill. I love fighting in this game. I can't say that enough. It's just fun playing with these builds, trying out stuff. Because I mean, the whole universe, the lore of this whole universe of Warhammer 40k is so interesting to test how things would work in it. Because combinations, in one hand you have a gun, in another hand you have a weapon, and you can combine. This is one of those rare games that actually allows that to be beneficial. You can do a dual wielding build. Oh, maybe I should have done with some of the. Maybe I should have went with some of the dual wielding talents. Maybe I will for Henrik's. Because that would be a cool thing, right? I mean, you can do that. That's the point. You can do many things. And there's so many spells as well to figure out. And I love the fact that there's a lot of emphasis on buffing. For example, in what's his name, Wrath of the Righteous, it was too much. Wrath of the Righteous had some it just didn't work that well in Wrath of the Righteous. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Wrath of the Righteous, but in this way, when you're playing a turn-based game, I'm guessing it must be something to do with turn-based thing, because I don't know how to explain it. In this game it works much better playing with officers and strategists and tacticians to buff your allies. Maybe because buffs are so more significant in this game than in Wrath of the Righteous. I don't know. Wish I knew the answer to that, but it seems to me that in this game it works so much better. Oh, shit.
As if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
So far, she did not miss a single check when it comes to demolition. That's why I gotta put those checks up as soon as possible. Don't fuck around with something like demolition or tech use, although you have Pasquale with it. Hey, Sir Bane. Hey, Dimitris. Sir Bane. Oh! Haven't seen you in a while, mate. Hey, Mila, this... Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does, mate. Thorbane. The lore master of Lord of the Rings Online, right? Nice. Don't tell me you still play that crap. Champ, yeah, sorry, my bad, right, champ. Was a long time ago.
Look upon
I do actually. Well, mate, as long as you're enjoying, that's the most important thing. How have you been doing? Are you alright? Where are you currently? In what country? Now we're gonna make something here happen. First demon that we have to kill, and it's got over almost 400 health. That's gonna be a problem. UK. Ah, it's alright. Got health issues and things like that, but what can you say? I'm alive. It's fine. Breathing. At this point, I'm happy with that. Now let's see. Can't put her in a better spot than this, but she needs to stay close to Cassia. Now Henrik's over here, Abelard. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. There's a lot of these bastards, and that pink horror. Up and down, eh? That's life, mate, that's life. Keep your head on your shoulders. Cheers, man, appreciate it. I got older quickly, but thanks. Still speak to Inspe and Ahern, eh? No, mate, I'm not really in contact with anyone, to be honest. Mila was the one that was in contact with someone. I don't know. I'm kind of a visual guy, you know. I don't like keeping contact with people over online only. You know, from people that I know in real life, that I've seen. So if it's not visually, it's... If we don't hang out, meaning then I really don't pay much attention to it. And also been, as I said, I have a lot of issues there have been lately, so I had to focus on myself more, you know, be a little bit selfish. Sometimes you have to be there. Yeah, what can you do? But I'm really glad you jumped in, mate. +1 respect to the barbell in the back. Cheers. Well, that's my little man cave. I'm gonna show you a little bit. See that's a window to heaven. You can see the light. And all that. And so on. I gotta close the window. I hate that light during the day, but I needed the air. Alright, now, let's see. Pink horror needs to die. Even though it's pink, well actually that's even a bigger reason for me to kill it, because I fucking hate pink. Especially if it's a he. If it's a he pink horror and it's wearing pink and it's called pink, it's gonna die. Simple as that. Alright, Hunt the Prey. Should we deal with Cultist Sorcerer? That sounds dangerous. Let's get that shit out of the way. Start off with critical, that's how I like it.
I'll do it.
Good. Can't really move anywhere out of the way. So we're gonna use move on.
If I may.
her and move her into the cover. There we go. And she plays again. Perfect. Nicely done. Crit. 30 health taken. We got Hunt the Prey buff. Things are happening. Entrench. Ah, fuck. Cultist leader has... And he has a haste. Oh, god damn it. I don't know who to kill first. So many options. Oh, that sucks. What's that debuff? Yeah, this game is heavily emphasizes buffs, which is good. There are complete classes like Captain, for example. It always reminds me of Captain class in Lord of the Rings Online, and I like that. It leads to a lot of tactical options that make sense. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you joining. Thank you, man. It was great seeing you here. Say hello to other bastards if you're playing with them. Still, the old ones. Oh my god, 2 damage. Oh, that's not good. Cheers, mate. Warp shield absorbs incoming damage. Why the fuck did I waste attack? See, a buff screwed my 2 hits, and when you get screwed like that in a game like this, it's tough to get back from. Start. The first turn in this game is the most important one. What you do there is gonna determine the outcome of the fight. Okay, this is good. I got a lot of them close to each other. That's also good. That's fine. I don't care that. He is a big boy, so he can handle these things. I can't use this.
I won't do that.
Why not? Oh, it's a debuff. Psychosomatic trauma. Cannot use psychic powers. Ah, fuck. Well. Sword enemy, then smack him. Yes, 1 down. Nicely done, mate. Nicely done. Alright, you need to heal yourself. No saving on medkits on this difficulty. No fucking way. Just go all out. Don't even try it.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
Alright. Let's burn some bastards. I need operatives to act. But I only have 1. Pasquale, there we go. Now we're gonna analyze this. I'm gonna just keep calling it analyze this because it, you know, is the movie reference. It's fun thing to do. Now let's see the brutal strike. Brutal strike is quite good, but it can damage bastards you do not want to damage. So we're gonna go here. And we're gonna try to kill the sorcerer, but it's not gonna be possible. It just isn't gonna be possible at the moment. He's got too much health. Still, machine spirit banishment reduces them. Oh yeah, let's do that. There we go. This is gonna reduce damage that the little bastard does. Little pink bastard, I might add. There we go. Maybe I should have done this. Yep, yeah, I should have. Okay. Toxin applied. Yes, yes, please be here. That's gonna make my life easier to kill more of you quicker. I'm staying near Argenta constantly with Cassia because of a simple reason that I have camaraderie talent. I don't know if that's gonna be displayed here, but it should. Yeah, there it is. So for each adjacent ally, the soldier deals +5 plus bullshit bonus. I call it bullshit, but it's actually a ballistic skill. So 5 plus ballistic skill, which is around 50. Wait, no, wait, where is it? Why is her ballistic skill at 35? Aha, Horrors of the Warp. So it's not gonna be a big buff, but it's gonna be enough. Go. Do we have another one? No, we don't have run and gun this time around.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And now she can play again. Hunt down the prey. Deadeye. No crit. Ah, shit. Come on, man. Why doesn't he have medkits? Well, time to use the Thor hammer properly. Nicely done. So one sorcerer down.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I cannot comply.
Alright, Pasquale, another analyze the enemy, and that's gonna give me a couple stacks, right? Yeah, 8 exploit stacks. So we're gonna do this, which is gonna debuff the little bastard a lot. Yep, it's gonna be much easier to hit him now, and then we can also use again Machine Spirit Communal, but I can't reach him, so let's move here. Kill the sorcerer and then debuff the bastard. There we go.
Momentum.
Now I can get additional turn with someone. Because I have a heroic act. I think I'm gonna go with Abelard when if he doesn't die in the meantime.
Emperor, give me strength.
Rejoice in battle!
Time to break the bastard down is... I mean, I'm hoping I can do it quickly, otherwise he will tear through me. That's how you start. As long as Abelard survives, we'll be fine. Because he can do a lot of damage in quick succession. But it's a big if. Ah, yeah. God damn it.
Let's see to it. Inquisition sends their regards.
And so it shall be done.
There goes the cover.
High momentum.
And now, let's see.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Gonna have to give Henrix the additional turn. He's got Endure already.
Natural.
Nice, keep critting, my man.
I won't object.
Yes. I mean, it's a weak crit, but still. That was some move right there. Alright, get back to her. Now, who to kill first? Now, let's go with this little bastard. Although I'm doing no fucking damage to him with this gun. Thankfully I'm dealing critical hits, so that's good. Why is it 0.5 though? Seeing 0 times 0.5 damage, why? Ah, effective armor. Never mind, I know why. We can't do much about that. Well, we can analyze plus exploit weakness, but that always costs an action. Dodge, good. He parried, yes. That's just one demon, pink horror. Just one. I can't even imagine what we're gonna have to deal with further into the game. Fucking bugged attacks. Fuck. Wrong button. I screwed myself there.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Ah, that's why. I saw that she couldn't do anything and I thought why. Then I saw now that she needed to reload. That's basically it. Okay, he has survived. That's great. That's great. Endure. Sworn enemy. Let's see what we can do. No more pink. No more pink. Nice.
I will not be deterred.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, come on, it could have died. Well, 5 health until it's dead, so that should be it. It should die in the next turn. No, only 3. God damn it. Of course, he's gonna kill me now. Oh, what? Oh, god damn it. I forgot that he fucking does that.
But of course.
Well, at least it's not 300 health, but if Henrix dies now and they can immediately act, which is bullshit. Nice, he parried. Okay, okay, we might have a chance here. Might.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, fuck off. God damn it. Just get so mad when that happens.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Nice, 38 damage, that's what I want to see. Come on, one more parry. Yes! Yes, alright. Time to deal with you little bastards properly. That's how you do it. Could have done that earlier too, they would have been dead by now. Oh wow, he got dropped down. How come? Based on what? Never seen that happen, that's why I'm questioning what the hell has happened.
If I may,
out is for the weak.
Well, pink horrors are dead. And there's the leader, finally. Tough fight. Cultist Hood requires heretical adherent. When the wearer uses a psychic power attack, they either restore 2 AP or take 10 warp damage with a 50% chance for each of those effects. Fuck that. You can play with that on lower difficulties, but not on hard. 10 damage when I have full with Idira, I don't even have 40 health at this point. That would be a suicide.
Operation successful.
The wearer raises momentum to 175 whenever they kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn. 5 enemies in a row. That's... I mean, you can do it with Cassia, mainly, because... I mean, you can do it with... If you have Cassia, that can give you additional movement, additional action. But that's a difficult feat to achieve. Honestly, doesn't seem to be worth it as an equipment piece. Far easier things to do. I mean, far better things to equip. Well, you know the drill. Let's get back to the guy that wanted them killed. Meet Argenta on the ship. Ah, actually that's it. Still don't know how to get here.
The divine watches over us. forge my destiny among the stars. Know your duty.
Well, his troubles really are over now. He just killed himself. So yeah. That's one way to put it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
This is a good sword, laceration effect. Bayonet knife that I need profit factor of 27. When the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon at the 1 cell range, that attack also inflicts bleeding. Oh wow. Okay. That's not that bad. Let's see, heretic trophies. What do they want? Heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts. Currently I only have heretic trophies. For now, let's just leave it at that. Because I've traded a lot of stuff to Kazbalika faction, which is the Liege of Foodhall. And progressing their reputation is much more difficult. They require a lot of things to just get to rank 1.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Rough day. Have we met somewhere?
She's also a cool character.
You see,
Now we can go to the warehouse and finish her quest.
may the exalt. Right. Here.
And we still have the dark hideout to check out. I don't know what that is all
With
about.
each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
What the hell happened there? Aha! The one that killed himself, never mind that. Gotta level up. Let's go with wildfire. Seems very good for everyone, really. Assassin, available skill, ability, whatever. Dance, macabre. The assassination straight line up to +1. Suffering assassin weapon skill bonus, less damage from attacks of opportunity, and gaining +2 plus dodge against the enemies they dash throughout until the next assassin's turn. If the assassin hasn't dashed through any enemies at the end of their turn, they gain cover efficiency to their cover until the assassin moves. Doesn't stack with itself. And after the first ability, you can, after first time you've used it, you can use it for free again. That's nice. The assassin attacks and grants +40% dodge to the target for this attack. If this attack hits, it deals an additional lethality damage. If this attack hits an opening, does additional damage increased by lethality. Specific assassin parameter that is equal to dodge or dodge reduction, whichever is higher. That's an interesting thing. You are attacking a buffed enemy that you buffed yourself by 40%, but if it hits, it deals much more damage. That's like a power attack from Pathfinder. Let's go with Elusive Shadow. Wall of Rockrit. Not concrete, but rockcrete. The Vanguard and all unyielded whitlock stacks temporary wounds. All affected allies gain minus 50% less damage from the next attack. The effect lasts until the start of the nah, we're gonna go for defensive stance. Yeah, definitely defensive stance, not even no doubt about it. Now, what we do need with him is heavy armor proficiency. Unless he's got it already. It says power armor proficiency, but I don't even know heavy armor. So let's calm down with power armor. There it is, heavy armor proficiency. Yeah, called the bold. Sounds nice. Well, they got so many active abilities now that it's gonna be hard to pay attention to everything. Alright, Inspire, what is that? The target gains +1 damage and +1 additional damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has, but the Master Tactician loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage. Okay. Linchpin. The target ally or the Master Tactician gain +1 resolve for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage, but the Master Tactician loses half, alright? The target gains +2 temporary wounds and +1 additional temporary wounds for every 2 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Tactician by the Master, okay? Oh, this is a good one too. She's got so many good options. But we have only limited amount of action points, so... Where's that healing thing? Notch of Purpose is a cool thing, because you can put enemies out of cover. That's quite good. That would have been helpful against the leader cultist in the previous fight. All enemies within a force circle suffer penalties to their willpower and toughness. But where's that healing spell? I know she had one healing thing. Did they remove that ability? I don't get it. Because before you could heal people with get back into fight. Let's go with strong point. Interesting upgrade, even though it's a buffing one more than it is offensive one, and I'm currently using him as an offensive bastard. But then again, Abelard is quite offensive, so I think we can manage this. Let's go back to the ship to restore health. I mean, to remove wounds and get back into the action. We got warehouse and we got dark hideout to deal with. Footfall has a lot of content, a lot of hidden things too. I still haven't found a way to get into another area of footfall or footfall. Martyr's Endurance. What is that? Aha, that's the name of the bar. I thought it was Adeptus Amacus.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I was not here in beta. Either this is a new thing or I've completely missed this location in beta. Oh no, I did play it in alpha, I remember. Abelard, would you kindly inform the bandit vermin that we've come to execute him? That's the type of writing I like. Well, let's bring it on.
Pure cannot escape their fate. I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Oh shit, we've been poisoned. And oh boy. Let me guess, they have the masks on. Or some shit. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to be fast. Thankfully, I got not four, but three people good in melee, for melee fighting, and one in between. Okay, buff me,
Isn't
Abelard.
this a job for the serfs?
Wait, I have injections that makes me immune to toxin. That would be, hey Eliphas, that would be fantastic for this fight.
I'll do it.
Nicely done. Any melee skills I would recommend? Depends what you want, because creating a dual wielding character and a tank are two different things. What specific class are you looking for?
As the Emperor commands, I act. That is not the Emperor's will. I'll do it.
For Abelard, I always make Abelard a tank. So what I do for him is this. Look, the problem with skills is that you have limited amount of action points. So as a Vanguard, he only has unyielding beacon, which is fine. That gives him temporary health. And at this point, I have defensive stance, which is great. Defensive stance for a tank is fantastic if you're going down that route. I only use charge, but this is an important thing to equip on Abelard. Boots. These boots that decrease use of charge ability by 1 AP. That's gonna make him have enough AP to do buffs and to attack twice, meaning to charge and to attack one more time. So that's what I would suggest with Abelard. And I forgot to equip heavy armor on him. Excellent. I don't really use many skills for it when it comes to melee fighting, because in melee fighting I mostly use cleave and special weapon skills. He's got, for example, I have a thunder hammer now, and my goal is to get everyone around me and then go with the thunder hammer and smack the ground so that everyone gets damaged. Or use cleave if you don't have that option. There are plenty of good two-handed weapons. I use two-handed weapons for Abelard, for a tank. I didn't find any shields yet. I don't know if there are any shields in the game. I would definitely like that there are shields in the game. That will make things a lot more interesting. But as of now, I would suggest just sticking with basics when it comes to melee. Strike. Just strike and use special moves from the weapons that you have. Or if you stick around a little bit, you'll see I'm now about to go into melee with Pasquale, Henriks, and Abelard. Just to see how it all works. Empowers their next attack, blah blah blah. Strong point. We don't want to use that yet. But here we go, Abelard. Let's move him forward. Now we go with Pasquale. Now let's see. I can go all the way up here, which is great, but I can also go here. And, well, first I can do with Pasquale is this. I can debuff damage of enemies like Unwary Instigator, let's say. And we can go here. And basically in melee, the thing I always do is this. Try to get up close and then use either any of the special abilities like this. And that's what melee is all about. It's that simple. Now, of course, this is an operative, so it works a lot different than someone like Abelard, that is a warrior. But he's gonna get his turn soon. Let's see, wildfire. But it costs 3, so it's not worth for me using that at the moment. We're gonna do this and use a surefire plan and then burn everything that we see.
Rejoice in service.
Run and gun. I don't know why game is suddenly dropping frames. Didn't have that issue yet. Okay, that's been successful.
Just a minor setback.
Anyway, this is great. They just came into melee range with Abelard. And there we go. He just killed one easily. Now, I have 2 people here that want to get it on. It's quite simple what to do. We have shove. This attack pushes the enemy away. Never used that yet. But we can use the Thunder Slam. So basically this is the process. I don't need to charge. Usually I would charge, but I might retain enough action points to charge. So let's try to do that. So I'm gonna move like this. I'm not gonna use anything anymore, and then use Brutal Hammer or Thunder Hammer, whatever, to kill these 2 bastards. Well, it was luckily critical hit, and then I can use charge because charge is additional attack. And there we go. He just killed 4 people in 1 turn. Well, one of them was just because of the attack of opportunity. But that's how I do things in melee. Just stick with weapon skills, because there are a couple of great weapons, for example, like this one. Serrated Greatsword has Brutal Strike. 2-handed weapons have amazing special abilities. And before I got this Thunder Hammer, I was using a 2-handed axe that for some reason I can't find. I really need to sort the inventory. Inventory is terrible in this game. Where the fuck was the axe? Ah, this was it. 2-handed axe, primitive, that has hack and slash. Hack and slash can destroy, similar to Thunder Slam, a lot of enemies around it. But Thunder Hammer is a little bit better because it has more armor penetration. So always try to keep it simple with melee, bastards. Always try to leave stuff for endure and defensive things so that they can survive on harder difficulties, because on harder difficulties enemies do a lot of damage. You can die easily. Not with tanks. With tanks you can survive, but you need a lot of armor. You need a lot of armor. Yeah, that's it. Hunt down the prey. Let's use this. So now we're gonna have to use Call the Bold, which is gonna reduce armor of the enemy. Nicely done. Nicely done. Not by much though. Yeah, but I can't affect that. It's minus 3 times target's difficulty tier. If the enemy armor against this attack is below 20%, the enemy's dodge is also decreased by Okay. It's gonna help a little bit, but not much, it seems. I thought it was gonna be a lot better, but the difficulty tier is something you can't affect. It is what it is. And now we have Henrix, another guy that we're gonna send into melee. Now he is a peculiar bastard because he's a powerful mage.
I'll put my
Next to
psychic
being
abilities to
also
use.
good in a lot of other things. So we're gonna buff ourselves with increased strength and all of that crap, endure. And now we're gonna use the charge attack. Well, actually I could use the normal attack, charge, whatever.
For the throne's glory.
And I fucked up, I couldn't remove it anymore, but we're gonna use Heroic Act. And now he's gonna smack some sissies around. Sworn enemy. Sworn enemy is gonna increase the damage, so maybe we can kill him with one shot, which we did. And now I'm going for the boss. Sometimes you need to rush stronger enemies. Well, that's all she wrote. Does he have voice of command? No. So we're gonna put voice of command on him. Give her a go.
Doubt is for the weak.
Revel in slaughter. Yes, but it is tougher to get into because it's more of a similar system to Pathfinder. So it's much more complex than Baldur's Gate 3. But honestly, if you've played Pathfinder and if you get the system, it's quite similar. It's just renamed a little bit differently, and there are other factors and so on. But I'm gonna be posting a lot of stuff for this game on the channel soon, early game builds as well, explaining how things work. So you can expect a lot of help from this channel if you want to get into the game. For example, I already have, even though my knowledge is limited with this system, I already have a very OP early game build. I mean OP compared to other characters, right? Speccing Cassia for damage, I haven't tried that, but here's the thing. What I would do right off the top of my head, I don't know. I would have to test these things. I can't really answer. There are so many opportunities and ways to build everyone, but she can go this path, Master Tactician, that I'm right now, because Master Tactician tactical advantage gives you it gives you an opportunity to increase your damage. So basically she's got that lidless stare. Maybe if we create, maybe it is possible to create her as a tank so that she's a frontliner, she goes balls deep into enemies and then just does that lidless stare that stuns everyone. And before that we can debuff enemies with something that would decrease their willpower resistance, which would make lidless stare even more effective because lidless stare stuns enemies. So if she could get an AoE attack that would stun enemies and damage them at the same turn, that's quite powerful. So that's my idea how to do it, but I would go for Master Tactician for her. That's quite a good fit. But it's an idea. I did not test it. I didn't even attempt to do something like that. So I will, definitely. That's a good idea that you just gave me. I'm going to remember it. It's going to take me some time to get through all the builds. It's not easy to go through there. Yeah, AoE, open her eye and have enough toughness to survive. True, something like that. Or maybe high dodge. What are my impressions of the game so far? I'm loving it. The game is fantastic. It's really fun to play. I love this turn-based combat that they've done. It's very brutal, very gory, which is my cup of tea, to be honest. And overall, combat is really tactical. But there is a lack of tactics on how to approach the combat. What I mean by that, is what I mean by that is that technically when the combat starts, you can do anything. There's cover, there's buffs, there's additional turns, there's so many things, so many skills, and it's fun. It's fun killing enemies in this game. However, there's a lack of tactical approach when starting the combat. You just get, if you're not ambushed, some kind of a little grid where you can position your party members. And if you manage to spot enemies from afar and they just start shooting, it's fine. You can, but sometimes you don't know if it's an enemy encounter or not. Sometimes you just don't know that. Biggest issue is the camera. I don't know if you've seen how camera worked, because the camera works fantastic when you're using melee characters, but when you're using ranged characters, camera is fucking shit. It's terrible. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It's
louder than words.
See, and this is for example a bug. He just went there and used Revel in Slaughter. I didn't do that. There are a lot of gameplay bugs like this. For example, look at this. Oh yeah, this now it works. But usually when I use the flamer, half of the time when I use the flamer, the flamer aims at nothing, even though I clicked on the square. There's some kind of a bug when it comes to picking squares. So the game definitely has things that they need to sort out. Exploration is also kind of crap. Story writing is good, even though it's very similar to Pathfinder, I'd say. But it's quite good. I can't really complain about it. I love the world. The world is fantastic. The lore of this, not the lore, but how dark the world is, how gritty it is, the decisions you have to make. That's awesome, I gotta say. That's quite something. But they need to sort out the gameplay bugs, because they are infuriating at times. And they can affect, I'm playing on hard where every fucking decision matters. There's also an insane difficulty. And it's just, if you're dealing with such a tactical game, you really have to make sure that the gameplay is solid, that there's no weak things that could affect the outcome of the combat. Maybe make Cassia melee. I don't know, mate. Maybe it's doable. I really don't know.
Indeed.
Would have to test that version, but let me get out of combat and think about it for a second. As soon as I get out of combat, I can check things. Call the bull. Let's see.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So these would be kind of my good and bad points. Progression is quite linear when it comes to exploring locations. There's not much to it. 61 energy. God damn, that's a lot. That's good. Nice one.
Faith without deeds is worth.
But overall, the game is very enjoyable if you like CRPGs. Combat, as I said, it's very combat oriented.
As the Emperor
And
commands, I act.
this is problem with the camera, as you can see. Half of the time you won't even see the complete attack from long distances. But other than that, really other than those fixes that things they can fix, that they will fix, they need to fix, are all, not all, but I'd say majority of them are fixable. Like those gameplay little things, little annoying things that are continuously bugging me. Those things can be fixed and those things will be fixed, which is great. That's what we want. Now, exploration part, it won't be fixed because it's already core of the game. It just isn't great. But there aren't many bad things, mate, that this game does, or even mediocre things. I'd say that exploration is mediocre, or kind of between subpar and mediocre. I'd say something like that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And no matter what, I don't think anyone can say this is a bad CRPG. Or even mediocre one. This is a solid freaking game, people. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. We need to do this. Turn on the ventilation. Yes, alright. We did this fight fantastic, didn't we? I mean, this was piece easy. Oh, come on, did we not turn it? Oh, there it is, okay. They're gonna check it out. Was on the fence between, by the way, because of the lack of production values compared to Baldur's Gate 3. Are there any modern politics in this? Now, production value is a different thing. That's a whole other ball game. This game doesn't have it. But games like this do not need it. For me personally, and this is personally subjective, that depends from player to player, I'm having more fun playing this game than Baldur's Gate 3. But fun is a subjective thing. I love Baldur's Gate 3. It's one of the best CRPGs ever, in my opinion. Well, I'd say it's in presentation value, definitely the best, without shred of doubt. When it comes to other stuff, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely one of the best. When it comes to modern politics in this, I haven't seen anything, no. But it's such a cruel world, mate, that modern politics in this do not have any sort of place to be put at, because you have imperialistic society that you're a part of, then you have pious religious society, you have tech priests, you have everyone is so in their own, how to put it, in their own tribe that has its own structure. And I don't know, the world is so free, let's say let's call it like that. It's everything is free in this game. I feel like the whole every tribe, every group of people is free, have complete freedom to be whatever they want, but not in a way that politics would be pushed. It's just the way how things work in this world, and it's a cruel fucking world. Decision you're gonna have to make are quite severe, you know. Literally, sometimes you're gonna have this decision to make. Do you want to save people from the planet? Do you not want to? What are the benefits of it? Do you want to burn the planet to the ground even more, kill everyone on it? Everything has its own pluses and minuses, which is great. I love that. I love that type of writing. I love when decisions matter like that. And I love the trading system. It's not bad at all. Coercion and minus pet penalty under chain sword. It's a one-handed melee. Okay. Yeah, I love the grim dark in this game. I love it. So that's why I'm saying that modern politics or any sort of politics in this game cannot be included, because this is based off of books, off of lore, off of heavy lore, how these tribes have been structured. They have their own structure and political mechanic. You have the god emperor, everyone worships him. As much, look, I know very little about it, but from the things I've seen so far. Then you have religious types, then you have xenos, then you have heretics. Everyone has their own structure, and it doesn't really go out of its, how to put it, out of its limitations, out of its narrow-sightedness. Everyone is kind of all in it, all in their own shit. But no, I haven't spotted things that would annoy me, like in Baldur's Gate. There are a lot of things that annoyed me, but I'd say, as I said in the review, it isn't anything that would affect my enjoyment of the game. So in Baldur's Gate, what I mean. But this combat for me is more fun than Baldur's Gate 1. But again, combat fun is a subjective thing. That doesn't mean if I'm having more fun with this game that you will. It just doesn't work like that. But see, the one thing they also need to fix is to stack these things that you're about to loot, because it's unbearable to go through the inventory at times. In the inventory they do stack, but sometimes I miss out on something good because just I wasn't paying attention, because it's hidden amongst 15 other weapons that shouldn't be displayed, that should be stacked. I love trading system. Does make the fact you're richer than anyone. I still have trading system that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it also makes sense that you have... this is one of the first games ever that I've seen that it makes sense to go out there and just loot the goods. Because you're a rogue trader. You have that right. I mean, I don't know the lore, but I would guess so, because everyone is constantly treating us like we are kings, you know. So you can go around the map, loot goods from footfall. Let's say, for example, in Baldur's Gate, you could loot whatever you want. Sometimes if you were out of sight, but at least there was some repercussions. But in many games, you can just go around and loot everything that you want, and it doesn't make much sense, you know. In this game, at least the story-wise, it makes sense because you're a rogue trader and people want to just suck up to you and whatnot, so that they are allowing you to do whatever the fuck you want. Oh wow, that's nice. That's quite nice. There are so many good things to equip. Until the start of turn. At the start of wearer's turn, they get +2 dodge until the end of round. As I said, I'm very happy with the game so far. Reaper out of his. Let's see if I got anything better here. Oh yeah, let's go with Hand Flamer, but I need something that does different type of damage. What is this? Stab Revolver? Yeah, this one. Ortlock Pattern. Well, we dealt with Dark Hideout. We didn't get a single trauma. That is commendable. And now we have warehouse fight to do as well, where we're gonna battle some servitors, combat servitors that are quite armory.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
The Space Marine Companion, honestly I didn't even know there was a Space Marine Companion. I kinda tried to let those things fly under the radar. I don't like to read news about games, to be honest, and what's going on, because I like to be surprised. Even though I'm supposed to do guides, which contradicts itself, but it is what it is. Oh no, no mate, that's not don't worry, that's not a spoiler. It's fine. Don't worry. All good. As I said, I'm not that invested into lore of Warhammer 40k because I don't know anything about it. I know nothing, literally what I've learned from this game. I didn't play Lies of P, I only covered the demo because I was covering something else at that time. I don't know what it was, but I was covering another game and I had to make a decision what to cover. I liked the demo. For example, Lies of P and Lords of the Fallen are two separate games for me in terms of what they do good. Actually, Lies of P did have a good story in the demo. I don't know how the story develops in the game, in the full game. I'm hoping that it's the same quality. But for example, Lords of the Fallen combat is crap. Lies of P combat is alright. It's not fantastic, but it's alright. It's to me, much better than Lords of the Fallen. God damn, I couldn't believe how they fucked up Lords of the Fallen combat again. Well, Lords of the Fallen has fantastic world, really interesting world, and that switching between realms and so on. That's very nicely done. And adds complete different type of atmosphere and all that. But god damn is the game bad when it comes to combat and when it comes to encounters and all of that crap. Because in one turn, in one room you are dealing with 2 or 3 enemies, which is fine, and then in the other you deal with 10, with of course ranged and positioned out of any sort of approachable and out of any sort of approachable object that you could go to and get to that enemy. Instead, you have to go all the way around, dodge. I don't know how many tracking attacks, which is fucking... I hate tracking attacks. I fucking despise them. Despise them with passion. I hate tracking attacks in Souls-like games. I know that there needs to be a little bit of tracking. I understand that, but not like it is in Lords of the Fallen. And I hate one-shot kills.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
But that's my opinion of Lies of P. From the demo, I thought it was a solid game, but it's a demo only. It's a demo experience, so I can't give my full opinion on it. I liked the boss fights in Lies of P. They weren't brilliant, but I liked them.
The Emperor sets my
I guide
But yeah, I
humanity
did want to
through
cover
the
Lies of P.
stars.
I did want to cover it, but
sins hidden in the heart turn all
Couldn't.
to decay.
Cast you to eternal darkness. Show them no mercy.
show them no mercy. Alright, let's position. We don't even need to bum rush them. We are fine. We also have them, Jay's assistants. They can do the job for us. We don't need to worry. I would advise you to use these opportunities when you have some bastards that are just not part of your retinue, but you can use them to take damage. Use them. Fuck them. They don't mean anything in the game. Jay won't die here. I don't know who Tora is, but... or Core. But they can die. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit. I'm saving my own bastards. I'm not dealing with babysitting things. Can she see people from there? Oh, that's gonna be interesting to see. Cassia. Master Zaid, we're gonna go here, and Heinrich's... I don't know, go stand there, I don't care. Alright, Cassia, let's go. Voice of command on Argenta, the Pate. Aha, Master Tactician. I wanted to talk about the Master Tactician. For 1 second, I forgot about it. I cannot get into talking and then I forget things. In Lies of P, there wasn't issue with tracking, but those of enemies have these delayed attacks that suddenly snap, and attacks that come out of in like 10 frames that you can't react to. Yeah, I noticed that too. You are absolutely right. So she can't. Yeah, that's a problem. I thought she could maybe. Oh, she can see from the cover. So what's the problem? But she just can't see them. Alright, we can work with that by shooting these barrels. Get some toxic stuff in. So here you go. You can see that Master Tactician empowers their next attack to deal +4 additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has. It loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage. So 4% for every stack. Now what do they consider a stack? Let's see. Because that would be too powerful then. Yeah, we have 7 stacks of tactical advantage, so it works like that. I mean, that would be too easy, it seems to me, because 4% additional damage for every stack. That means if you have 50 stacks, you'd get 200 additional damage. Imagine Little Astaire with that. Now, that's sick. Alright, let's just skip things, let them play out. We're gonna skip enemies' turns, meaning make them faster. And here's Argenta again, okay. Let's see. Can we... No, she can't move. But I can use Revel and Slaughter for some reason. Let's move here, maybe I can shoot the bastards from here. Yep, much better. And she's again ready to play. Thankfully these guys have left the spot.
Fire in my heart.
Servitor 74, we can't kill Servitor in one. Well, she's got run and gun. Nah, fuck it, let's try it out. Basically, if I kill him while he has hunt down the prey, we get bonuses. Now, what difficulty tier is this guy? What does it say? Ah, it's difficulty tier number 3, that's good. Because if we kill him, then we get more critical damage and critical hit chance until the end of combat. So let's do just that. Nicely done. Critical hit. Let's use run and gun. I won't be able to kill him. Not this turn. But another critical hit. It's so easy. Look at it. I have to roll. I have to roll below 75. I mean that's 75% chance critical hit. That's a lot. Hey George. Well, enjoying the game, mate. Saturday, I'm gonna play for a bit more. Then go to sleep because I haven't slept last night. And then I'm gonna get drunk with my girl. I'm gonna drunk 12 hours in a row. That's my usual Saturday, nothing strange. Drink once a week, but when I do it, I fucking do it. Yeah, you bastards keep fighting them, fighting the NPCs. I don't give a shit. I mean, you're not... You barely was able to start. Why not? High Fellowship Officer, that's good, then you won't need Cassia. Or maybe you will. Jesus, imagine that. Five officers and one very, very overpowered character. 5 officers and a sniper. Oh, you just gave me an idea. Just gave me an idea. I meant to get back into the fight. Every single officer would be able to use get back into the fight. That was my idea. So you can buff one person like this sharpshooter, a build that's gonna be first on the channel. I'm gonna be able to... You would be able to just keep giving her turns to attack, and she can do a lot of damage.
Let's see to it.
Let me know how that works. Yeah, one super soldier, exactly. Since you went with High Fellowship... Aha, so busy. I understand that, mate. I'm aware that these types of games require a lot of time. A lot of free time, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what's the game that requires the most time that I never really played before until now, until that promotion hit? It was the... What's its name? The King Arthur, Knight's Tale. Man, that... It's a solid game. It's nothing phenomenal. It's a solid game. But goddamn. 1 hour for one mission. And if you fuck it up, you need to repeat that mission, and there goes another hour. It's ridiculous. I haven't seen that in a long time from XCOM. Since XCOM, I haven't seen that one mission can take such a long time. Wait, what is this? I forgot. This SNK move to enemies, SNKs and dodges action deals 10 additional damage. Should have done that first. So if I do this and do this, I should get insane cover efficiency. Yeah, pretty much, they pretty much can't do anything at this point. I wish I could see the cover efficiency, but I can't. Right, let's move next to Argenta. Music in this game is 10 out of 10. It's fucking ridiculous how good it is. Yeah, this guy, you're right. This guy, games that have a lot of heroes, a lot of different types of characters to play with, are my weakness. Because I love building teams. I love building that stuff. It's just my weakness. That's what I said about that Three Skies game. Even though it was a promotional game, I didn't. It's a free-to-play browser type game. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Still, because they have so many different heroes, it keeps me interested in playing it. It's just my weakness, always was. And I liked this guy just because of that. Combat Servitor. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Wait, was he under the effect of prey already? I don't know. Forgot. There we go. Dead. Revel in slaughter effect applied. And we got temporary wounds. Didn't we? No, we didn't get temporary wounds. We got the buff. We got increased crit chance and increased crit damage. Now let's use Heroic Act. Because we can do this. Oh man, things you can do with this sharpshooter are just ridiculous. It's unfair. Unless she misses 95% fucking shot, then it is fair. There we go, 40. She just missed two 95% shots. XCOM, welcome back. Haven't played that in a while. So thanks for reminding me of those fucking frequent occurrences in XCOM. Fucking.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Oh wow. Oh, Jay. Hello there. Yeah, she's an interesting character to play with. He's gonna die next turn, I don't need to worry about him. Combat Servitor though, that's a different story. Got two Combat Servitors and this guy. Nice. 46 damage. How is the combat in this game? Similar to Baldur's Gate 3 where this is an action and the bonus action per character per turn. Alright, I'm gonna explain now what I'm doing so that you get a more sense of what is going on. So you have on this side action points. On this side are movement points. Now, usually you lose movement points when you do an attack. That's how it usually works. But it doesn't have to because of all the different things you can do with builds and so on. But anyway, now I can move with her after the attack because of honestly, I don't know. Because of, I guess all the buffs, something happened. Let me see. Ah, because of this. Because of the heroic act used. I believe. Shit, I don't know, mate. There's so many buffs. But anyway, I can move for some reason, but I think it's some of the things that... I think it's due to hunt down the prey. I don't know. I'm not really certain. You gotta check it out. Anyway, now I can move. This is the movement portion of the things what I can do. And then I can use these buffs. I'm not gonna go into this because it's a bad area to go in. But basically what I would do usually is go near the enemies. This is a flamer build. So use something like concentrated fire, which uses AP. And then that AP would be subtracted from the total amount. But then you can actually act afterwards because it wasn't an attack. So I can use all of these things, all of the abilities, as long as I have enough AP to boost my survivability, to boost my offense. But then when I actually attack, depending on the type of attack, some require 1, some require 2 AP, it's over. Then usually you can't attack anymore. And you also have items here that cost AP, and that also, for example, medikit doesn't end the turn, if I'm not mistaken, while throwing grenades ends the turn. Ends the ability to attack afterwards. Basically, that's the gist of it, right? I gotta say, very addicting CRPG. I don't know why, but I love combat. I mean, I love because of the tactical things and all that, but... God damn, man. It's so fun killing these bastards, especially with melee strikes. I can't state that enough, to be honest.
But of course, Lord Captain.
There's also an interesting thing with the Veil. Veil is some kind of a different dimension from which you siphon powers to cast magic. But if the Veil, if Veil degrades a lot, meaning more mage type things you use, the more Veil will degrade. And that means it can trigger very, very random things. For example, one time it completely ruined my fight. There was a random trigger that made all of my allies prone, meaning on the ground. And to get up from the ground, you gotta waste the whole turn. So enemies just went in, killed me, and I couldn't do anything. So it's always a risk you kind of need to wage. That's a very good mechanic. I like it, and it makes sense lore-wise. Because there's a lot of things to think about. Let's move Abelard a little bit closer.
I will do my duty.
Oops. Alright, Pasquale. We're gonna start analyzing. So for example, look at this combat servitor. It's got, well, it's not that much of high armor, but it's still high enough to reduce damage by a lot, by 43%. That's how it works, unless I have armor penetration, which then reduces it a little bit more. But I can put analyze enemies, analyze this on him, and then go for expose weakness, which would remove all the stacks of analyze enemy, and then remove his armor and parry and dodge by the amount of stacks. So that's quite interesting. Let's use elusive then. And I can also use this. which would add more damage to the hit potentially. And there we go. So we got more damage from analyzed enemies, more damage from elusive shadow, because we already analyzed him. So this is the percent modifier, then aim for the opening. I think that's the, yeah, that's the skill from assassin. And then armor is valued, I mean, then armor is multiplied to the damage and so on. I like the fact that it's in such a sheet, that in such a paper sheet that you can know what the hell's going on. I like that. But sometimes you can be confused a little bit as well, because sometimes you see all those bonuses and see where the fuck is this coming from? There you go, another critical hit. She's amazing, man. I'm so stoked about this build. I mean, it's a simple one, the simplest thing you can ever play, but it's so fucking good. And especially in a game like this, where goal is to take the least amount of damage possible. I'm basically scoring critical hits at will. There you go, 100 damage in 2 shots. With all the buffs that she's got. The poison was caused by shooting the barrels. There are poisonous seed toxin barrels and there are also explosion barrels. Oh yeah, by the way, one thing, Yuri, also that I don't like about the game are the animations. Animations should be a lot better. Animations are quite crap, to be honest. Especially when you get out of cover. Look at this, for example. Look at this. I'm gonna now go out of cover. Look at the animation. Oh no, she won't, because it's a half cover. Only from the full cover you get out. But yeah, the animations are crap.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
See, I didn't have to do anything. I'm just sitting there. I've chosen that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, that was unexpected. Let's try to not die of any wounds. Let's check one thing.
Naturally.
I'm not. They should have improved it. Honestly, animations sometimes look worse than in Pathfinder. Literally, they are buggy at times. I just wish I could show you how they exit the cover. It's terrible. I'm not. I know that it's a AA game. I know it's a AA, but we need to improve some things over some. You can't leave it the same. You know, presentation needs to go up a little bit. I'm not a graphics guy that requires insane things. Never was, never will be. But we have to improve things over time, right? We can't keep using the same thing. Just improve the animations a little bit, work on it a little bit, because good animations are to me more important than good graphics. good animations, especially in a game that uses turn-based combat. Turn-based combat is the most uninteresting way to look at a game being played. I love turn-based combat, by the way, but it's a realistic statement. When you play it, it's a completely different story, but when you look at it playing it, and when you need to look from the sides when enemy is having their turn, you want to have that impact per kill. Something that I said in RoboCop Rogue City, that it's fantastic, is the impact per kill. For example, this game has great impact per kill. Great, I love it. I love how everything looks when you hit someone with a laser gun, but it needs more death animations too. I would like a little bit more death animations. But in terms of that, it's really cool how the head flies off when you hit someone with a laser, how enemy drops down when you hit them with melee attacks, which is the best thing about combat so far for me, how satisfying it is to hit something with a melee attack. But animations add that immersion into a role-playing game. Role-playing games are all about immersion. I think we can all agree on that. You immerse yourself into a story, characters, whatever. But you need to immerse yourself into combat also and what your character is doing. Better animations means that you can immerse yourself more, you can see better what your character is actually doing. That's why it requires more animations per attack. There's only one animation for attacks. Actually 2, 3. One is for brutal strike or any kind of special attack from a melee weapon. Another one is a single, which is always the same. All of these are always the same, just in their separate category. And then the third animation is the sweep, which is the same also for every weapon. They need to add variety into these things, because that creates immersion. It creates the effect of randomness, because the effect of randomness is the main effect of Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer, Rogue Trader, tabletop mechanics, because we have a dice roll. So they are trying to copy the randomness of the world that they have created, and the world and the real world. They have created their world based off of a real world that we are in, which is full of randomness. And when you are creating that stuff, then you need to also present it with animations. There doesn't have to be some fancy animations, but at least make a little bit of an effort, you know. It makes games a lot more immersive. It doesn't have to be graphically. People, when I say that I want graphically to be better, or when I say that I need the animations to be better, I don't say that the game needs to look graphically better. I'm not saying that. Not even close. I understand the limitations of development of AA or indie games. I absolutely understand that. That's not the point. But we need to constantly strive for improvement. Otherwise, we are going to get stuck. Do you want to have this CRPG from next CRPG from Owlcat Games in a world that you want to see? Maybe normal Warhammer, maybe, I don't know, whatever they can come up with. But with the same animations that are from Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous or Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader in 5 or 6 years. Right? There needs to be some improvement in terms of that. You can't just keep living off of old glory and keep constantly how to put it, rely on players who play your games that, you know what, it's not that important for them. It's true, it isn't important, but it adds a lot when it's actually done right. We would appreciate it as fuck. Same like, for example, Football Manager players that love to play Football Manager. They love each engine upgrade, because each engine upgrades add new animations, adds better graphical overhaul, and it plays better, ball moves differently, and so on. So these are kind of things that really improve the experience, in my opinion. And that's why I'm always advocating for better animations, because animations add to immersion of the games, and I think that's quite important for role-playing games. It doesn't have to be high, fancy, but just add variety, add more. For example, if any of you played Fallout 1 and 2, how many variety that game had when it comes to death animations, being plasmaed to death, being just dropped down, being sledgehammered, and that's a game from the 90s. So that's my point. That game had more death variety than Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, and that should not be. It simply shouldn't be like that. Don't get me wrong, I love Rogue Trader. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. You can see that. I'm hoping Jay survived, or otherwise I'm gonna have to repeat the fight. I mean, I don't know, but she should. She's a character. She's one of the characters.
I won't object to it.
You heard some gossip on stream yesterday. They're making DLC for the game. Hope it's true. Maybe that will improve it then. See, I don't agree with that, because making a DLC means that they are not gonna focus anymore on fixing this game as much as they should, or improving this game. DLCs should not even be for a game like this in discussion for a year, because there are so many things you can do with the game, so many ways to play it, so many builds to test. Why? Honestly, I don't need DLCs for CRPGs. I never had any sort of will to go, because these games, first of all, I never got back to Wrath of the Righteous, by the way, because why? Because these games are complex to get into. Once you understand the system, you are full in. These games, how they can hook you, it's completely other level to most genres out there. And I think a lot of you can agree with me on that. But once you get out of it and start playing other games and not play the game for a while, then you want to hop back onto hop to DLC or something like that. I have zero interest in it, because I have to learn the system again. I have to get back into the story. I have to get back into the world. These are tough games to get into. And that's the reason why I don't like DLCs for CRPGs. That's my personal opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. That's fine. I like that games are being worked on, but I would love more that games are being improved, and not just through adding content, because just adding content isn't as relevant as improving the existing thing. And this game needs fixes quickly when it comes to gameplay. Why? That's strange. Alright, let's try to do it like this. She can't see the cover.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's go run and gun to get back into some semblance of the cover. And yeah, there isn't. Okay, here's the line of sight. Finally found it. This guy's in my... Oh, Henrik's.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay, at least we destroyed the cover.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
One of the reasons I don't like DLCs in general is that unless it's a proper expansion, like let's say Witcher 3, is the fact that I feel like developers are intentionally leaving things out just so they can edit later. Just see what George said. Nice, again a critical hit. She can't stop critting. But as I said, to each their own. I understand people that enjoy that want their games to be upgraded with more content. That's fine. I'm not against it. Just for me, especially for CRPGs, it's not really that important.
Brace yourself. Avalanche.
CRPGs specifically have to be a wholesome experience, meaning that when you start, when you finish, when you replay it, when you do things, it's over. When you're done with them, you are done with them. Then when you get back into them, then you also get back into them the way you got into them the first time. It's all in. And DLCs to me are just like, it's not really, I'm in, but I'm not in. It's just temporary and so on. Unless it's a proper expansion. That's a completely different thing. For this game you would need a proper expansion. It's a big game, and it would be really stupid if they just did a 1 or 2 hour expansion. That would make no sense for me. Well, it would make sense for the developers always, because they can earn money, easy money off of that, if it's a successful game. And I think this game will be successful. Maybe it already is. I don't know. I don't pay attention to sales or anything like that. But yeah, this is going to be definitely a very positive review once it's done. Music, people. Best thing about this game is music. Probably the best soundtrack I've ever heard. I can never get enough of these songs and how they sound and how it fits perfectly into the freaking world that we are in. It's just incredible how well it works. Oh, nice. Hendrix finished the fight. 1 health. Oh, she's alive. Anyway. Awesome. We're gonna add her to the team later. Although I'm gonna have to make some tough decisions who's gonna go out. Oh yeah, Warhammer fans did not have it easy. Have not had it easy for a long time. I gotta say, that license has been sold to everyone that wants to do anything. I completely agree with you. I love Total War Warhammer, by the way. I love it. But outside of that, or maybe a couple games like Mechanicus or Chaos Gate, there aren't that many good ones, right? Oh, that's a cool item. Anyway, people, that will be it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I did. You guys have been wonderful. And I'm gonna, well, I'm gonna go sleep. Enjoy the Saturday. And then tomorrow I think this build will be ready. So thank you all. Have a good weekend.